Hello and welcome back to another episode of Femi Files. My name continues to be Femi, and can I just say that I'm done with my exams? I've been writing exams for the past 3 weeks, and I can finally say that I'm done with it. I am completely done with it, and there is no going back at the moment. So I'm currently using this Riverside app thing to record. I'm using this thing to record, and I don't even know. I don't even know if I'm enjoying the process. But it's chill, I guess. It's chill. It's chill. So far, so good. And I I really would like to cut and edit episodes because I just want to be perfect. You know, I just want this thing that I'm doing here online to show that I'm growing as a person, to show that I'm growing as a creator or something like that. I don't know if you're feeling what I'm saying. I don't know if you catch. I don't know if you're smelling what I'm stepping in because I know that I am. I get what I'm saying. So the whole point of this thing so far is for me to be firstly to be relatable. Secondly, to share my thoughts in the easiest and the most entertaining way. Yes, and leave like an impact and all that. So this is the first Friday. Yeah, this is the first Friday of September, right? Oh, this is the first Friday of February, and February is a month. It's a month that focuses on quote unquote love, focuses and capitalizes, yes, on love. Whether you like it or not, that is what is happening. And um, am I going to partake in the festivities of February 14th? The answer is a hard no because I don't know, it's expensive really, and I would rather just stay at home and watch all the rom-coms I can think of because it's fun. And do I have someone to share that experience with? No, I don't, because everybody that I know thinks I'm a weird person. Or well, not everybody, but a majority of people that I know have concluded that I'm weird, and I let's say I found peace with that, or like I found a calm with it because why the heck not? Why the heck not? Why should I feel bad for why should I feel bad for liking what I like? The right person the right person is definitely going to find me, whether I like it or not. Saying whether I like it or not just sounds like I'm threatening myself or something. But like you get what I'm trying to say, don't you? And at some point I'm going to find my community, I'm going to find my kind of people. And yeah, that's chill, that's okay, honestly. So if you're like me out there, in the sense that people often refer to you as a weird person, take comfort in the fact that there are a lot of us out there. And when a collection of weird people come together, a quote unquote regular person would be the weird person out. If you're scared, if you feel like standing out is a bad thing, but it's not a bad thing actually. What makes people interesting, it's what makes people interesting, it's what makes people um have that, what's the word, burst of whimsy, have that burst of color in themselves. And yeah, I don't think anybody I know personally is normal because nobody is normal. If you say I want to think deep on it, because everybody has their own little thing that nobody does, or this, or a little, would I call it fantasy, or a little thing about themselves that people just look at and be like, no, I can't do that. I don't feel comfortable with that, or like they just can't see themselves doing. They can't just see themselves doing it. Yeah. Where did I want? Where am I going to? What I'm saying is that where I'm going to. What I'm saying is this is where loving yourself comes into play as a person. So yeah, yes, that is what this episode title is going to be called. Reasons why I love myself, or reasons why I should love myself, or something like that. Whatever it is, but it's going to be. This month is going to be centered around love and all that. Because if you don't, okay, yes, and today's episode is self-love kind of something. Because if you don't love yourself, how would you love other people? How would you open yourself up? How will you be comfortable to allow someone else love you? Oh God, I'm spitting the bars. I'm spitting the bars. I'm saying the real deal out here as a single person in my 20s. Guy, I don't know. I don't know. I've just been. I don't know. Would I say I've been hungry for that sentence, or like to use that phrase? Is that a phrase in my 20s? I've been longing to use that thing because for the for a period of time now, like last year time ish area, last year in a way, I've been consuming a lot of 20s content, like things I learned in my 20s, how to navigate your 20s, those kinds of things. And I was like, I felt like a phony, honestly, because I was 19 at the moment, at the time. But now I'm not 19 any longer. 20 years old. Damn, bro. Damn. So back to what I was trying to say, back to what I was saying earlier, is that self-love is extremely crucial in this world that we're living in currently, and I'm going to talk about it in my point of view, in my what I have decided to do in all areas of my life, starting from family life, school life, um, posting online type of thing. What again? What else? What else am I involved in? Oh yeah, and also my business because why not? So first of all, what was the first thing I said? Family life, self-love in family life. Self-love in family life, self-love in your family, like family setting. I don't know. A family would not really approve everything that you do, or like your interests. I think this family only just going to cover family and friends too. So they may not always want accept some of your interests, not because let's say the interests you picked up are socially acceptable. No, they are not socially acceptable, but they are not also, but they are morally acceptable. Yes, that kind of thing. Like for me, I I have loved I have loved plants and planting and all that since I was how old? 6 or so. Was it 6? I can't remember how old I was, but I can remember my first plant being a bean. Like I planted bean, a seed of bean also at home, and it grew and all that. Blah blah blah. Blah. Hamatan killed it. But then, as the time grew, I kept on. What's the word I'm looking for? I kept on following through with it. I kept on trying to plant new things. I tried corn. I tried potatoes. The potatoes eventually flooded our house. Like the leaves branched out and covered the entire house. Or not like the entire house, like a large portion of the house. And my parents were like, they didn't know what I'm really doing they don't know what I'm really doing with this thing, but they didn't kill it even after I went to school. Like when I was in school and all that, they kept it there. It was like their own little way of supporting me. And what is the word I'm looking for? It was very emotional. But the recent one that happened was sometime in September, October, August, September, October time. I was like I had this popcorn deal to deliver, and at the place I found a pothos plant, and I was like, no, I have to I have to take it with me because I have, well, I had been looking for them for like the longest time. Ever since I found out what they were, I was like, I have to have this plant for myself. But it was so hard to find it, and even the plant vendor self that I saw around, they did not have them. So when I finally laid my eyes on them, I was like, I can't leave this place because coming back there was not even a decision I could make for myself at the moment because while I'm at home, I don't have any money and it's in Port Harcourt and the distance was far from my house, so I just had to take like 6 leaves with me. And yeah, I put them in water and they started growing, da 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 da. And then the second plant I got was the snake plants from a family friend's house actually. I went to ask them and they're like, what's the snake plant and all that? And I had to show them. Actually, and they were like, oh, I can take it now. I might like how would I know it's growing like it's a lot growing in the house. I should just take whatever I need. And I was so happy. And my mom was like, this boy, what are we going to do with you? But like, yeah, I took them and they're here with me now in Uyo. Even though sometimes when I leave them, like the last time I traveled home, I really left them here once. And by the time I go back to Uyo, they were like hanging on their last lines because I left them in Uyo and nobody was attending to them. So yeah, there's that, and also this is that I don't know if what am I about to say. If your family does not support you, doesn't mean that if your family doesn't support you, it doesn't mean that you should stop doing it. Eventually, they're going to come around. They're going to learn to accept that part of you, that part of what makes you tick, that part of what makes you you, because obviously they're family. And eventually, I feel like eventually, these things I do online, like the podcast and um, um, me posting on Instagram and TikTok and all that, they're going to find out eventually sooner or later, and they would have to learn from. They will have to learn to accept that other part of me because let's be honest, it's not as if I'm disgracing them online or anything or dragging the family's name in the mud. So yeah, and then the next one I said was this school? Yeah, it's about school. So in school, yes, in school, people that have my number, they always walk up to me and be like, "Oh my God, Femi, I never get what you post on your status. Like, I don't really understand it. Sometimes you just post a lot of cartoons that I don't even know, blah 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 blah. Some memes you don't get it." And I'm like, okay. So why are you really complaining about it? If you did not get it at the moment, why didn't you ask me to explain it to you? But like at the same time, explaining a meme sometimes doesn't really, it won't really, what is the word I'm looking for? It doesn't really hit like it's supposed to. You feel me? Because if you have to explain a joke, it just isn't funny to the person you are talking to, and it's fine, it's totally fine if you don't get what I post on. You know, if you don't get the memes I share, if you don't get what I talk about, sometimes doesn't mean that you should shit on me about it because some people have actually like tried to tease me with it, and I was like, okay, what do you want me to do about that? I'm not going to stop just because you don't get. I'm not going to stop posting what I want to post just because you don't get it. If you have, it's not like I'm posting anything offensive. Okay, there was one time I actually posted, or like the time I was actually posting some, will I say morally not alright things, and someone called me out on that, and then I had some what do you call that, self-reflection, and I was like, yeah, that's true. So I stopped posting some kind memes, but I still post my memes because I like memes and I like to laugh about it. And then yeah, that is that. So reflecting back to this other meme or whatever, I can't remember, it was it a meme or something, but like the guy was like, don't tell me what and what tell me what I can post and what I can't post because you didn't buy my phone for me or you didn't buy my data for me, blah 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 blah. So I'm implying it in this situation in a polite way. If you have some concerns about what I post, if you have questions about what I post, ask me. Don't just go around or don't just attack me for it. Come like a human being to my DM or meet me in person and be like, oh yeah, I don't really get what you're posting. Can you explain it to me sometime or something? Because I've also gotten like good feedback from people about my status. Like, oh my god, I really like what you post. It makes me laugh every time. I'm like, thank you. It's a job, you know. It's it's a full-time job I've taken upon myself to make you laugh. But it's not like I do this for your validation. I did it because I also find it funny. I just want to share my funny with you, you know. And then we're going down to I've lost track of what I was saying. What was the third thing I wanted to say? I don't remember. But I would just think that it's social media. Wait, no. I don't remember what I wanted to say. God, I can't remember. Family, school, family, school, family, school, family, school, family, school. Ha, don't know. I really don't remember. I know when I'm like editing listen and typing or like releasing, I'm just going to listen and be like, oh, that's what it is. Oh my god, that's so sad, very sad, honestly sad because I would love to talk more about these things. I would really, really love to talk more about these things because first of all, I have the free time in hand, I have the time at hand, and yeah, I have the time. I have the time to do this. I have all the time in the world. Wait, did I mention social media and my popcorn business? Yes, social media and popcorn business. How people have reacted to them. So first of all, let me start with my popcorn business. When I started the business, my lecturers had words to say, my classmates had words to say, other people had words to say. Like a lecturer of mine was like, why am I selling popcorn? Don't I know that it's children's food? And I was like, sir, it's children's food, but I keep on selling out every day by the grace of God. Because there were some days that I didn't even sell anything. So and it was just so surprising because even some lecturers have bought the popcorn I sell for themselves. So I was like, so I just be in my mind, or recently I just realized that I don't know whether he was trying to be a bully because he actually bullies people if you think about it. He's a bully. He calls out people for not being morally outright, for not being for not being morally for not being moral enough for him. Yes, because sometimes he talks about hair extensions like attachments and all that, being from the marine kingdom, talks about bracelets being talismans, talks about um, painting nails, like talks bad about it, and even talks bad about ripped jeans, which let's say I understand, because you're coming to school, it doesn't really speak well of the situation or like, of the environment, you feel me? But like he does it in such a way that is derogatory. Ah, look at me using these words. But like he does this with the aim. I don't know that he does it with the aim of degrading people, but that's just how it looks. I have not been I have not been in that shoe except for the popcorn parts. Yes, and recently this example was like, how can you be a guy copying from You're like, how can I be a guy copying from a girl doing an exam? And I was like, okay, he now asked me what do I think about it yourself. I was like, sir, that is gender equality. When I'm like, I'm stupid. I say, sir, no, I believe in gender equality because what do you mean? What do you mean I can't? What do you mean I can't copy from a girl just because I'm a guy? Even if my beards burst out on my face, everywhere on my body, if I don't know the answer, I am still going to copy from you because who are you? Who are you honestly? Who am I? Am I going to carry man, I'm a man, I'm a man, and I come and fail my course? No, 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 no. If you know the answer, I'm a copy from you. This is purely fictional, just in case. Everything I've said so far about the exam talk is fictional. But like yeah, so now we're jumping into the we're jumping into hmm we're jumping into social media and content creation. Yes. So how have people received what I do online? How can I start this? How will I put this in good words? First of all, my classmates. I'm always going back to my classmates because those are the people I interact with the most. And sometimes when I go to school, they just voice out whatever I do, like whatever, when I say whatever content I put out online sometimes. The first time, okay, before I started actually posting online, I used to be very talkative on my department group, and there was this point in time where I was doing that. What do you call that thing? Is there a word that equator something? Mighty is it that kind of thing and all that, and yeah, that's what people categorize me for at some point. But that's a different story altogether. But when I started posting on TikTok and Instagram, everyone was like talking about it. Like, oh my god, Femi, I like what you post, blah 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 blah. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. All that. The reviews were good. I don't think I've ever gotten any bad review on what I post, honestly. Like, I don't know, I feel like at some point I even thought that people were faking it. But it doesn't concern me, even if you give me a bad review. I like what I post. I like what I post. If I don't like it, I wouldn't post it. You feel me? If I don't like what I want, if I don't like something, why am I posting it for you to see? I have to have this momentary wait I'll have to have this self pride in the moment if I post it. Like I'll be like, I did that, and I want you to see it. I wouldn't just post it because of demand. I'll have to be satisfied with what I want to post. Like there's some videos I even made, 10 or 20 of them on my phone at the moment, and I'm just like, do I delete them? Will I ever grow to love or like these episodes? At least because what on earth? In the moment when I recorded the videos, I was like, excuse me, I was happy with myself. I was like happy with the video, but now I feel like I have grown past those videos and I don't know, honestly. I really do not know. So there's that about that. And then lastly about this podcast. I don't know, I have not really gotten any feedback on the podcast except from my really, really, really good friends. Like half of them, like oh sorry, a third of them, honestly. Because it's I feel like it's totally fine. If it's not your thing to listen to podcasts, if it's not your thing to support your friends, totally fine. But so far so good. Or at least so far so good. I haven't gotten any bad reviews. Somebody recently followed the podcast. If you're listening to it, hi, hi. I would love to have you on the podcast if you're open to it for a quick interview of like 15 to 30-ish minutes. Hi. And also, back what I was saying, and also, I like it very much. I don't see myself growing tired of talking to my phone for this number of minutes because it gives me a place to vent, it gives me a place to um, be extra creative and reckless at the same time. I don't have to I don't have to think of it as schoolwork. It's like an escapism from school, an escapism from being what's the word I'm looking for? It's my escapism from being this model person, even posting online, because what I post online is not how, or how I act online is not how I act outside. It's how I act inside the house, inside my house. It's how I act with my really close people, but it's not how I would act in public places. It's not how I would act in new places. Yes, but I feel like I know I'm not really socially there. Yes. Like, sometimes I just go to places and okay, I think I'm actually different topic, but sometimes I go to places. When I come back, I just feel a lot of regrets. Like, why didn't I talk more? Why didn't I reach out to people? Why didn't I socialize? Why didn't I network? If you put it like that. But like that's something that's I don't know what to say again. I don't know. I don't want to go too deep in me or in myself. So I'm going to end this episode here at 27 minutes and 30 seconds, or 28 minutes at most, or 29 minutes at most, because I want to end the episode now. So, how do I end this episode? I'm ending this episode on what? I'm ending this episode on the note that you should prioritize. You should do what you want to do what you love to do. That is morally acceptable. Yes. The people may not. It may not be so. It may not be acceptable in society, but it doesn't mean it's wrong. And it should not be wrong. Yes, it can be weird, but not wrong because I do not promote. I do not promote such activities on my platforms, and you shouldn't either. But like, yes, yes, I'm ending this episode because my phone is 2%, so my power bank is also dead. So there's also that, and also um, follow me on Instagram at Femi Files. Follow me on TikTok at Femi Files. I am still waiting for feedback on a DM I sent to someone about merging or keep my two accounts separate. So if you also have thoughts on that, I would really love to hear that. And also, we're also on YouTube too, but we're not putting out videos yet, just yet. So there's also that. So you can just subscribe for future purposes. Thank you very much. And also, please leave a review or leave a rating, like 5 stars. It also helps with publicity of the podcast. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye. Femi has gone. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.